Good morning, sir. God bless you so much for how much you have impacted this generation positively. It's about my biological mother. Even though she is late, she and my dad are both late and it's been over 15 years. Akbar. She is my mother, but I always pray that God should not give me a wife like my mother. She was a very good mother to her children, a people's person outside and especially in church, but she was not a good wife to my father. Akbar, you see that lesson you always teach us here, that as a man, you need to be able to lead your home right, and as a man, and the need to understand the difference between being selfless, kind and being weak. That was my dad's mistake. He was too nice, he married late. He was hardworking, making money but didn't think of marriage. All his siblings got married before him despite being the eldest. His immediate younger brother, my uncle, matchmaked my mother and my father. Before their marriage, my dad was living in the northern part of Nigeria and was successful, taking care of his younger ones, and was really rich but was not married. To cut the long story short, my mother was brought from the village, he married her and gave her the best life ever. I am the only son and the first child. I have two siblings who are girls. Unfortunately, when my mother had us, things became financially down for my dad. Due to my father's inability to provide for the family again, my mother became stubborn, daring and unfaithful. To cut the long story short, my mom was cheating right under my father's roof and he was too weak and broke to even complain because she is now the daredevil. She died of HIV/AIDS after my dad passed. I mean 2 years before my dad passed away, but it wasn't HIV that killed my father. He was sick for just 2 days and that was all. A day before he passed, he said some things to me that stuck with me till date. He said, "Treat women with authority and never be weak." He slept and never woke up. Few years later, I found out my mom had a male child before she met my dad, but I didn't know anything about it before. Not sure my dad even found out before he died. It is crazy to suddenly realize I have an elder brother. I hated my mother when she was alive and I never made it a secret, and she treated me the same way with my dad because I was on my dad's side. She arrested me many times, even with soldiers, when I told her I won't allow her kill my dad. I didn't take easy with her, but my dad was too gentle to even stand his ground. You must be very courageous to share this with me. Thank you. And please never forget what your father told you. Thank you again. It's an absolute honor to share this with you, sir. It really messed with me for years. I think that trauma made my first marriage crash. I started seeing so many similar traits from my ex-wife. I was still young then and felt I didn't want to end up like my dad and got married at 28. I am 37 today and have a 7-year-old daughter from that union. But I have separated with the mother. Damn. Did she cheat like your mother? No, she didn't, but her mother was a very terrible woman, always never willing to listen and using the incident that happened between my parents to insult me. I was providing 100% for the family then and I was very comfortable. But my mother-in-law was a terrible woman. Some time ago, my father-in-law told me if I keep reporting my wife to her mom, it is like reporting a wicked person to another wicked person. I had to run and leave that marriage, Nigeria, and everything I had going on with me in Nigeria.